It's been described, because we can remember Rodney King in '91, it's been described that way. There's actually a lot of people who are going to be watching this who don't remember Rodney King, or too young to remember Rodney King. What was it like? Was it 3 to 5 big men on a smaller man on the floor just kicking and punching him?
Pretty much. They pulled out one of those. They have this like a baton that you pulls out, and they was hitting him with that.
They were hitting him with a weapon?
Yes. Yes.
And they kicked him?
And they kicked him a couple of times.
And punched him.
Is there any truth that there was bragging?
Nah.
That they said, I hit him this way, I hit him that way?
Well, I will say this, because we don't want to mischaracterize anything, and it's going to come out. You hear them talking about it. I don't know if they're bragging about it, but they're talking about it as if this is business as usual.
How they hit him?
He said, man, I was hitting them with straight haymakers. That's what he said.
They use that phrase.
They use that phrase. And why Attorney Rob Minucci said it was like a piñata, because they were holding both his hands back at one point, and the guy was hitting them. And you're like, whoa. I mean, at one point do you say, hey, calm down. We doing too much. That's what you kept waiting. And then when he's on the ground, man, and those kicks, I mean, it's like, it got to be intentional, right, Mr. Wells? I mean, you see him like stutter the kick. It ain't like it's a reaction. And he does it 3 or 4 times. 2 in the head area, 1 in the chest area. I mean,
I spoke with one of the defense attorneys for the cops, and he told me that obviously some cops crossed the line because they saw the picture in the hospital and Tyre is no longer with us. But he said not everybody was responsible. The chief tells me that everyone was responsible because nobody stopped it. Is that your same opinion? All 5 of those officers are responsible?
Of course they are.
Of course.
Yes. It was more than 5 officers on the scene, but those 5 were the one that was over his body and doing the damage. So all 5 are responsible.
And in the video, you saw people hanging out afterwards or smoking cigarettes or doing what describe that?
That was almost the worst part of it, because not only were they hanging out smoking cigarettes, but no one was attending to my son.
You have a man dying.
Yes.
And people are taking a smoke break.
Yes.
And it's on camera.
Yes.
Ben, that's something, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that.
well, it's rare, but it happens. It's almost as if the failure to render aid was just as offensive as the brutality itself. He's handcuffed. He falls to one side. They lean back up. He's against the car. And then he falls to the left side. They lift him back up, and he falls again, and he's moaning. And it's obvious that he's in distress. But none of them offer him any ounce of humanity. Even the fire department officials that show up on the scene, I think that's why they've been relieved of duty while they investigate, because with 5 or 6 minutes, they are walking around and Tyre is on the ground just struggling.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.